If you're familiar with my channel, you must know by now that I'm a tree climber. I climb trees on a daily basis. However, living in Canada, the weather can be a pretty big problem for me. I mean, it's the middle of November and it's already snowing for like the 5th time. And this time it snowed so much that it's literally, the layer is very thick and there is snow everywhere, including on the trees. So is it even possible to climb on this weather? Should you even try to climb like this, or should you just leave it all together? Well, I say it's possible, and I'm going to explain to you just how I climbed on this weather and how you can also try to climb on in winter. Okay? So, first of all, and this is the most important thing, you gotta make sure that the trees are dry. Okay? If the trees are wet, and what happens is that many times when it snows and it's not cold enough for the snow to accumulate, so a lot of the snow melts when it touches the trees, and a mix of snow and wetness is created. That kind of wettish snow that is very dangerous. Okay, that can make you slip off at any moment, and you don't want to climb. I climbed it once on like those conditions, and I'm genuinely thankful that I didn't fall off and break my neck. All right. So let's say that the trees are dry, and you can check this. You can touch and see if it's wet or not. Okay, so let's say, okay, the trees are dry. What is the second thing that we gotta worry about? The second thing is that if it is snowing heavily, you may want to wait until it stops snowing, or until it's not snowing so heavily anymore. Like now it's just lightly, it's snowing just lightly, and this is pretty good. Okay, it's not heavily snowing. Okay, so now let's say that the trees are dry and it's not snowing heavily, so probably it's not snowing anymore. How do I climb? Well, the first thing that I gotta worry about is my arms and my feet, especially the palms and the soles of the feet. These are most crucial to tree climbing. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves, and I have my fingers sticking out, and this actually helps me grab branches and so on. So you see that there is leather on the palm, and this helps me have a strong grip on whatever I grab. Okay, so when I grab this, I have a strong grip on it. Okay. Also, you can see that I wear on my feet, I wear what I like to call climbing socks. So right, let me show you. These are made by me. There are climbing socks. There are socks that basically cover my feet, especially for except for my soles. So this part is open, this part is revealed, because I need this part of the foot to basically have a strong grip on the tree. I use this part for climbing, so I don't want the sock to come over this part, but the rest of the foot is covered. And as you can see, I can also cover my fingers, and I can take this off, and I can use my fingers, because you see I have a lot of space between my toe and the other fingers, and I can actually grab a branch with my foot. Let me show you. I can, like, if I can not fall off for a second, okay, I can actually, like, you see I can grab a branch. I can grab with my feet, I can grab branches with my feet like this. If you can see, I'm not sure if it's clearly visible, but that doesn't really matter that much for this tutorial. Okay, so yeah, after you made sure that your hands and your feet are covered properly, so now you know that you're wearing gloves, your hands are warm, your feet are warm, you gotta look towards the rest of your body, and you gotta make sure that the rest of your body is covered in good clothes. So as you can see, I'm wearing my tracksuit. You want clothes that are warm but also allow you to move freely. So I'm wearing my Adidas tracksuit. Okay, you see the three stripes, this is my favorite one. And you can also, like, I have these tight leggings underneath. Okay, I have these tight leggings underneath, and this keeps me warm. And I have this, if I can show you, that I have underneath this underneath my tracksuit, I have this, and I have also this underneath, so I'm actually very warm right now. Okay, so you gotta make sure that you wear clothes that are warm, but also keep you they allow you to move freely. All right. After you made sure that everything is like the trees are dry and it's not snowing heavily, and your hands and feet are warm and you can use them to their fullest, and your whole body is covered properly, and you can still move freely even though you're wearing thick clothes. After this, you gotta look for how you actually climb. Now, what I like to do is that if I want to climb on this part of the tree, okay, if I want, and right now I'm standing at 15 meters high, but fortunately I know what I'm doing, so hopefully I'm not going to fall off. So if I want to use this branch for grabbing, for climbing on it, I would like to basically wipe the snow off before I do that. So now I can climb up here, and it's very heavy. It's very hard to do this with my phone in my hand, but I can climb up here, okay, like this. Okay, so now I'm up here. Okay, I'm standing very comfortable here. So yeah, you gotta make sure that you are basically not stepping on too much snow. You don't want to step on too much snow, especially if your soles are exposed like this. Fortunately for me, this is not enough to get my feet frozen. Okay, so even if this part gets closed, the rest of the foot is covered, and it's all good, hopefully. Okay, and you can dry your socks when you get home. Like you go and climb a tree. Don't climb too many trees in a row. Just climb a few trees, and then you can come home and you can dry your clothes, because I know that they can get very wet. All right, so yeah, this was pretty much it for this tutorial. I'm going to demonstrate in the next video some climbings, like some snow climbings. Okay, and be careful, because even if the trees are not wet, the snow can melt when you step on it, so it can become wet. As you can see, my hands are wet because the snow melted on my hands, and you can see this from my hands, that is a little bit too wet, you see. However, it's all good, and I'm doing good. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe if you want more. See you guys in the next video, Blin.